So I guess I met my wife through a mutual friend. My friend Jordan was dating her sister, and we started to connect, and there's a spark there, and we started hanging out, and she put up with me. She was nice, she was pretty, she was fun. We had a great relationship, we got married, and we bought a house on Sutton. At the time, I thought that we were for sure in this forever, yeah. About 3 years ago, I had a major incident of my trust being broken, and we tried to push past it, but my area of communication where I side on aggression, and she would side on passiveness, and I think that I kept chasing her to try to fix things, and she kept trying to ignore it so that I would forget about it. And I don't feel like I said anything hurtful, but the way that I was approaching her was not a loving way. So she asked for a month. I moved in with my friend Jordan. I slept on his couch for a month, and then the time came for that month to be over, and I came home, and she had left. When we stopped being together, I felt like I was alone. I felt like there was nothing I could do, like, to fix it, and I felt like everyone was watching, everyone knew, and that I was the only one who was getting a divorce. I was the only one who was going through anything like this. I felt like there's literally like nothing that I could do to fix it, or to be fixed, or like, there was nothing I could do to make my life right. It was broken. One of the reasons that me and Rebecca stopped being together was I was an alcoholic, and you start drinking with some friends, and eventually just drinking every weekend, and then weekends turn into, well, we're hanging out Thursday, might as well drink. We're hanging out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, let's have a few. And I think that sort of lifestyle really impacted my mental state. Like I was just drinking. That's all I was doing. And eventually that leads to health problems, and I threw up blood, and I needed to get right, and that's around the time that she left too. So it was a lot at once, and I was broken and trying to fix things, and then a friend invited me to Riverwood. So and we started going for lunch after church on Sundays at the warehouse 11:15. We called it Lunch Club, and it was a lot of fun. And I don't know if I would have really come back to church if it wasn't for the connections that I made and the friendships that I made, and just made me feel normal again. So my life now is a lot of volunteering at church, a lot of filling my time with studying the Bible, praying. At work, one of the biggest problems for me was, because I have a labor job, I can think all day, and when you get caught in those bad thoughts, it really can do a number on your perspective. And one of the major things that I've done differently is I pray. Whenever I catch myself spiraling in these negative thoughts, I turn to Jesus and I give it to Him, and I start praying for my small group. I start praying for my friends that aren't saved, and for just for the thoughts to go away. Just having someone to give it to, having Jesus to give it to, was important. I think that at the beginning, when she left me, I was a whole different person. That by turning to God, by turning to Jesus, the death that I was in, the separation and the pain, He's taken it all away. He's forgiven me, for everything that I've done, and it feels like I can finally live. When you fully engage in Jesus, he's going to show up in your life and change you. And he changed me.